Hey everyone, it's Rushni of glamazini.com bringing you light and laughter per usual. And I am back for another installment of Island Slang-a-lang. Yes it is, it's that time, people. What is Island Slang-a-lang, you're asking? It is my new weekly live video on Facebook, which I upload later on Instagram and YouTube. But if you want to catch me live, facebook.com/glamazini, where I introduce you guys to yet another Virgin Islands word. Now, why do I call it slang-a-lang? Because Virgin Islanders, people from the Caribbean, they just like to make noises with their mouth like bang-a-lang-a-lang, and so I just thought that was a cool name. Last week, I covered with you guys a very, very useful plural, what would you call that, contraction? Ayo. And that was super interesting. I got rave responses from all of the comments and you guys, and I learned that there are plenty of other versions of ayo in the English language. You like my nose, Willie? That is a strange compliment, but I will take it. Thank you very much. All right, so I learned that ayo in the Virgin Islands is y'all in the South, is una, I think that's how you say it, in Jamaica, is yinna in the Bahamas, is yins, yous, yoons in Pittsburgh. I think that's all the ones I got. And so clearly I'm not the only person that has a slang to share with you guys. So anyway, today I am going to do the highly requested, the next highly requested version of Island Slang-a-lang, where I drop on you a very important word that you have to know if you want to speak like a Virgin Islander. And as I told you guys last week, I only know Virgin Islands slang, and it's not even slang, my real voice. This is Missouri's the slang, but whatever. I only know how to speak like a Virgin Islander. So we're not gonna cover other island people's stuff just yet, but one of these days I'm gonna figure out a way to do that. Okay, so today I am bringing to you the one that most people ask me for. And this is one of those things that absolutely separates you as a Virgin Islander. Like if you hear this word, this is a Virgin Islander. A lot of people from the States, a lot of people from Missouri, they don't know the difference between the islands. We all sound alike to them, but there are nuances to this thing. There are nuances. And this is uniquely Virgin Islands. Okay, so you ready for this? You ready for this? Today we are going to cover in Island Slang-a-lang, boom, MEHSON. And yes, I wrote it backwards again. I don't know, does it look, it looks like a third grader wrote it. It's because I wrote it backwards. MEHSON. Everybody say MEHSON. 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 All right, so what does MEHSON mean? MEHSON is a pronoun, I believe, and it is literally my son. My son. And we use it as a way of like exclaiming something at the end of a sentence. So, for example, nah, you gotta move your car, my son. Which is, no, you have to move your automobile, my son. Hey, where you going, my son? Which is, excuse me, where exactly do you think you're going, my son? MEHSON. It's very comparable, you guys, to when people say stuff like, hey man. Sorry. But that's how you use it. Like here in the States, people will be like, hey man, or in like New York, where they'd be like, tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad. And I'm sorry, New Yorkers, for obliterating my New York thing, but that's not. Tell him why you mad, son. It's like that. Tell him why you mad, son. What got you vexed, my son? Which is, what has you vexed, my son? Which is comparable to tell him why you mad, son. So, if you ever hear a Virgin Islander say the word MEHSON to you, you know absolutely that you are talking to somebody probably from St. Thomas, because we use it the most, but definitely a Virgin Islander, and they're using it as kind of like a, I don't want to say an exclamating, is that a word? An exclamatory pronoun. typically at the end of a sentence. Typically when shouting something to somebody or getting their attention. Hey, MEHSON. Also, and listen, Virgin Islanders, you can tell me if I'm wrong about this. Saying the word MEHSON, it can be neutral or it can be slightly diminutive or like slightly, I don't want to say disrespectful, but slightly diminutive, because technically you're saying the person is your son. So they're below you. Slightly. Neutral is just peer-to-peer talking. Neutral is just peer-to-peer talking. Slightly below you. And I say that because y'all ain't gonna tell me that if you have somebody that's in authority over you, like your father, your pastor, the governor, Virgin Islanders, you ain't gonna be like, hey, MEHSON. And the reason why we don't do that is because there is kind of like a slight diminutive to it. So that's today's slang-a-lang, you guys. Like I said last week we covered are you. This week we are covering the very popular MEHSON. You should be able to use this in a sentence. Let me think of a sentence for are you and MEHSON. Where are you going, MEHSON? Where are you going, MEHSON? Where are all of you going? Exclamatory. I'm making up words. Exclamation. MEHSON. All right, that's all I got for today. And that, my friends, is another installment of Island Slang-a-lang. Hydration. Last week, my friend told me that I looked so glorious on camera that my actual skin looked like a highlighter. So today I decided to add a highlighter. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like my Facebook page. What? Be sure to like my Facebook page and consider becoming a supporter, because your girl could use the support. All right, you guys, I gotta go run some errands. I will see you next Tuesday for another installment of Island Slang-a-lang. All right, and y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. And until next Tuesday, be well, be encouraged. And I got a big one for you. Boom! Here's a pineapple. And yes, this is mine. This is not my son's. Don't judge me.